This is Fountain
Every
Street
week I find it
Church.
hard to find the best ones, but somehow, like I said, you'll hear what I'm trying to say even when the words
Here,
aren't right.
we strive to free the mind, grow the soul, and change the world. Here, there is freedom to doubt and freedom to believe. Here, you can find a house of prayer for all people.
To swallow up Jonah.
Welcome to Fountain Street Church. Join us on the journey.
So it's time for looking inward, prayer, meditation, silence, that place where you go to remember who you are and what you should be. I want you to see this great piece of fabric here. What you can't see, and maybe after church if you come up and look, is that it's made up of a lot of different pieces of squares that have been gathered together. These all come from our early worship service. All during Lent, we were using fabrics, pieces of it, to tear and to mend. If you've been here in Lent, you know I've talked about sin as being when we tear the fabric of life, our own and others. And we're always, therefore, in the process of mending it because we can't not make mistakes. And the result is that you end up with something that isn't seamless, but made of pieces. Do you feel like you're made of pieces? Of course you do. We've all been torn and mended. And the result, though, is something more than the sum of the parts. So I want you to enter this time of reflection when you open your mind and your heart, your ear, to that which is larger. Perhaps it will come as a voice or as a silence. I want you to think of what you have done to mend your lives and others. Every day, something gets torn. A heart gets broken, an angry moment arises, a disappointment happens to you. Maybe you've done it to someone else. It's inevitable. We are not perfect. We can't make all the right decisions. Did you mend? Sometimes you can't mend the thing you just did. There's too much pain. Sometimes you don't even know you tore a hole. But if you look around, there's always a wound, a tear. And how can we, with our words and our deeds, mend them? Make an accounting. Take a moment. Where can I mend the world today? With a smile, a kiss, a regret, an apology. All of us can mend the world today. And the fabric, the threads, the thing that holds us all together will be stronger. Let's ponder that. All during Lent, we have extracts from theatrical musical. Sometimes it's been right on the edge. Sometimes it's been just right. Kind of like real life. And we're finishing up this week as two characters from Little Shop of Horrors finally encounter each other as they have been dancing toward each other gently. Let's listen.
lift up your head, wash off your mascara. Here, take my Kleenex, wipe that lipstick away. Show me your face, clean as the morning. I know things were bad, but now they're okay. Suddenly Seymour is standing beside you. You don't need no makeup, don't have to pretend. Suddenly Seymour is here to provide you sweet understanding. Seymour's your friend.
Nobody ever treated me kindly. Daddy left early and Mama was poor. I'd meet a man and I'd follow him blindly. He'd snap his fingers and me, I'd say sure. Suddenly Seymour is standing beside me. He don't give me orders. He don't condescend. Suddenly Seymour is here to provide me sweet understanding. Seymour's my
Tell me this feeling will last till forever. Tell me the bad times are clean washed away.
Now please understand, this is still strange and frightening. For losers like I've been, it's so hard to say. Suddenly Seymour,
Suddenly Seymour,
he purified me.
he purified you.
Suddenly Seymour,
Suddenly
he told me I can. Suddenly Seymour, the girl that's inside me.
Sweet understanding.
The sweet understanding.
Sweet understanding.
The sweet understanding. Seymour's my man.
Nerd gets girl, I love it. You see, when I was a teenager, nerd did not convey images like Bill Gates and his billions or Mark Zuckerberg and his cheeky billions. It meant Seymour Krelborn, someone whom Yiddish calls a nebbish. A nerd is a smart aleck or smart person. A nebbish is someone who, well, you look, when they walk into a room, it feels like someone just left. I was a teenage nebbish. I was a fat teenage nebbish, and unlike the musical, I did not get the girl. No, in fact, with that moment in my past that comes to me is when I'm riding home on the bus. It was a public bus that carried us home from high school and went around a corner, and we're very full, the bus is, and because it went around the corner a little fast, a girl I did not know slipped and fell down when we went around the corner because the bus driver was going too fast. And I'm a Boy Scout. I reach my hand down, I help her up, and she slapped me in the face because someone else had helped himself to something of hers on the way up too. But of course, everyone thought it was me. My status of nebbish went from nebbish to schlemazel. which is Yiddish for a guy who has nothing. If he didn't have bad luck, he'd have no luck at all. That was a long time ago, of course, but those days when we were that age, they stay with us, don't they? And the person we were back then at 16 or 17 lives inside of us long after we're grown up, become a married person, a parent, have accomplished great things. On my first pastoral visit to a nursing home back in 1978, can you do the math? I was callow enough to ask Miss Emily Guild what it was like to be 89.